Hello everybody, welcome to our market report. My name is Christian Charlotte. Today we're on Wednesday, June 20. So today folks, I want to make a follow-up on the market report we made in June 6, where there were a lot of stocks that were testing an important 5-year bottom. So today on June 20, the Fed announced that it will extend its Operation Twist to be able to stimulate the economy. The markets have been really volatile, but what the markets are doing right now, it is just that they're stabilizing. The upward momentum that we saw at the beginning of the week, it's not really continuing. If we look at here the situation on the Dow Jones, on June 6th, that was over there. The markets were neutral. We made a ride, but right now we're stabilizing within the Saturday formation on the Dow Jones. Same thing here on the NASDAQ after June 6th when we made the market report. That said, how are the stocks that we showed you are reacting today with this market increase that we have seen? There are some stocks that have made able to make a nice ride. Some other stocks are just staying totally within the same important support, but it's not a moment to panic. Most of the stocks actually showed an increase. Let's take a look at them together. First of all, let's take a look at Transocean. This line here, this is the important support of the 5-year bottom that has been tested many times in 2009, 2010, 2011 for Transocean. You see Transocean, ever since June 6 around this area, the stock made a rise. And so if you bought in Transocean, hold on to it. Actually, it's a good technical situation because it is also reversing its downward trend. So it's a hold for Transocean. Let's continue with Total. That stock here, that was the important support of the 5-year bottom on Total. It was tested many times during 2009, 2010, 2011, and again in 2012. And ever since Total tested that support around this area on June 6, the stock continues to rise. It is actually reversing its downward trend slightly, but still it is doing so. If we take a look at this on the shorter term chart, we see that the increase is more credible here on Total, and it's reversing more credibly its downward trend. Kindred Healthcare, around this area, it was June 6, totally flat. But if you bought in Kindred Healthcare around this area, it's still a hold because the stock reversed its important downward trend. So you are in the money on Kindred Healthcare. Mankind is also another one. This was the important support of the 5-year. Actually, the stock is testing, it's reversing its important downward trend, as you can see here. So it is still a hold for Mankind. There are some stocks, InterMune, for example, which around this area, yes, it has increased, but right now it is making a pause, as you can see here, because it is testing that resistance. So it is stabilizing just like the market. So if you bought it in here on June 6, there's no problem. I told you to put your stop loss a little bit lower. Right now, what we should expect from InterMune is to make the same pattern as the NASDAQ is doing, a stabilization phase, and then if we have an upward momentum, we could have another push on InterMune. And positions you acquiring around this area on June 6, you'll be able to take some profits on the next resistance at about 14.94. That will be a pretty big gain potential for InterMune. Velti Exploration, it is actually going up slightly on June 6 after testing this important 5-year bottom support, but it isn't really on the verge of testing that resistance at 675. So we should expect a stabilization phase around this area for Velti. But Velti Exploration, what I like about it is the fact that if we look at it in the longer term chart, yes, it is going up, it is testing, it is on the verge of testing that important resistance, but a market momentum on the upside could make Velti Exploration break that resistance and continue to go up. So you'll be able to cash in pretty soon, sooner than later, if ever the momentum on the markets continues on the upside. Some stocks actually have not been doing much, but they're staying totally within the Saturday formation. Yingling Green Energy, for example, the goal was over there because this is the 5-year bottom support. Actually, it went lower than that. It has not been able to go higher than that support. So for a swing trading opportunity, it's not the moment yet. Also, there are some stocks like, for example, Credit Suisse. It is going up slightly. Yes, it is higher than this 5-year support. So today could be a go for Credit Suisse to be able to get in because it went lower than that support. Now it's getting a little bit back up. So around June 6th, it was around this area. Some of you didn't put your stop loss. Hold on to Credit Suisse. Well, then if you hold on to it right now, you just get back to the same price you paid for Credit Suisse around this area. But if you put your stop loss, you got out, there's no problem. Me, I'll just wait to see if Credit Suisse is able to just break that resistance at 2034 to be able to enter again into another swing trading opportunities, but always put my stop loss at about 1898. Elsewhere, those stocks going from Homex to Second Arm to Rex Energy, AK Steel Holding, and Vitesse Semiconductor are all stocks that are staying within their set information that have not been really doing much. The stocks that are increasing actually and that are hold actually are Transocean, Total, Kindred Healthcare, Mankind, InterMune, and Velti, all those stocks with an S, as you can see here. This was Christian Charlo from DecisionPlus.com, and see you next week for our next market report. Thank you. To learn more about us, go to DecisionPlus.com on the section Free Trial to try MarketGuru.tv.